strength is not born in comfort, it is born in fire. Every scar, every betrayal, every rejection, that is where the strongest version of yourself begins to rise. And here is the truth no one wants to hear. Life does not reward kindness, it rewards power. The world does not bend for the good, it bends for the relentless. If you keep waiting for fairness, you will die waiting, because fairness is a lie whispered to keep men obedient. Nobody cares about your struggles. Nobody is coming to save you. And that is the thesis of this entire path. No one saves you, you save yourself. If you cannot accept that, you will remain weak. But if you embrace it, if you take savage responsibility for every moment of your life, then you step onto the ruthless road of transformation, the road where men become untouchable. Welcome to Psyvoria, the place where men are rebuilt into power. If you're ready to stop being weak, then commit right now. Comment these words below. No one saves me, I save myself. Subscribe to Psyvoria, like this video, and share it, because what follows are Machiavelli's 12 ruthless rules for becoming the strongest version of yourself. And once you hear them, you will never see life the same again. Rule number 1, discipline is freedom. Most men think freedom means doing whatever they want, whenever they want, but that is not freedom, that is slavery to impulse. Real freedom begins the moment your body obeys your mind, when your habits serve your vision, when every morning you rise to command the day instead of being commanded by it. Discipline is the architecture of strength. It is the contract you sign with yourself that no matter how tired you are, no matter how you feel, you will act. Weak men wait for motivation. Strong men act without it. Discipline sharpens your mind, hardens your body, and steels your spirit. It makes you calm in chaos, steady in storms, and unshaken when the world bends. Every great warrior, every great leader, every great strategist carved his name into history through disciplined practice. And now it is your turn. Comment these words below and make them your oath. Discipline is my freedom. Rule number 2, build relentless focus. Power scatters when the mind scatters. Weak men do not fail because they lack intelligence. They fail because they chase too many things at once and commit deeply to none. The strongest version of yourself is not the man who does everything. It is the man who chooses one mission and burns every ounce of his energy into it until the world has no choice but to recognize his presence. Focus is the amplifier of strength. It turns effort into impact, potential into legacy. Guard your attention like you would guard your life, because in truth, it is your life. What you give your attention to, you become. Cut the noise, silence the distractions, stop bleeding hours into trivialities, and pour yourself fully into what matters. Once you taste the clarity of relentless focus, the world feels different, sharper, simpler, conquerable. Comment these words below and etch them into your creed. My focus is my fortress. Rule number 3, forge unshakable resilience. Forge unshakable resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship. It is about rising every single time it comes. No matter how strong you become, life will test you. Storms will strike, obstacles will appear, and setbacks will arrive uninvited. But the strongest version of yourself does not crumble. He adapts. He endures, he pushes through. Resilience is the armor of the mind and the steel of the spirit. It is the inner voice that says, I will not stop here. Even when everything seems stacked against you. Remember, greatness is never built in perfect conditions. Diamonds form under pressure. Mountains rise from collisions. So must you. Every failure you face is a teacher. Every difficulty is resistance training for your soul. Do not fear the challenges. They're shaping you into someone who cannot be broken. When the world expects you to fold, stand tall. When fear whispers retreat, step forward. The man who has resilience becomes unshakable because nothing outside of him holds the power to destroy him. Comment these words below and make them your creed. I rise through every storm. Rule number 4, Master the power of consistency. Master the power of consistency. Consistency is the quiet force that separates the ordinary from the exceptional. Talent without consistency is wasted potential. Ambition without consistency is a fading spark. But daily, disciplined, relentless consistency is what transforms a man into a monument. Think of water cutting through stone. Not by force, not by speed, but by persistence. That is the secret. Small intentional actions repeated over time, carving destiny into reality. The world respects the man who shows up again and again, long after excitement fades, long after applause dies, long after others have quit. Consistency breeds momentum, and momentum breeds inevitability. This is why greatness is never a single act. It is the echo of countless disciplined days stacked together. Comment these words below and turn them into your oath. Consistency makes me unstoppable. Rule number 5. Strength through solitude. Strength through solitude. Most men run from silence, filling their days with noise, distractions, and constant company. But solitude is not emptiness. It is the crucible where clarity is born. The man who fears being alone has not yet met himself. But the man who embraces solitude discovers a strength no crowd can give. In solitude, the masks fall away and you face the man in the mirror without excuse. This is where warriors forge resolve, philosophers sharpen wisdom, and leaders envision empires. Solitude teaches self-reliance. It builds an inner fortress that no betrayal, no rejection, and no outside storm can breach. When you can stand strong alone, you can stand anywhere. Do not run from solitude. Make it your ally, and let it sharpen you into someone unbreakable. Comment these words below and let them mark your creed. Solitude is my power. Rule number 6. Command your energy. Command your energy. Energy is life's currency, and most men spend it recklessly on distractions, arguments, and pursuits that weaken them. The strongest version of yourself is not the one who has the most energy, but the one who knows exactly where to place it. Every thought you entertain, every word you speak, every action you take either feeds your strength or drains it. Stop leaking energy into people and habits that do not serve your purpose. Direct it into your body, your craft, and your mission. Align your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual energy so that every part of you points toward power. Guard your mornings like sacred ground. Protect your focus from thieves. Surround yourself with people who fuel your fire instead of dimming it. A man who commands his energy becomes magnetic, unstoppable, undeniable. Comment these words below and turn them into your oath. My energy obeys my purpose. Rule number 7. Build an unshakable mind. Build an unshakable mind. Muscles may fade, fortunes may vanish, but the mind, once forged, becomes the eternal throne of power. Weak men crumble because their thoughts betray them, because they let fear, doubt, and chaos dictate their destiny. But the strongest version of yourself creates a mind that stands like a fortress, immovable, disciplined, unyielding. Guard what enters your head, because thoughts are seeds, and what you plant will grow. Plant weakness, and you will harvest failure. Plant strength, and you will rise unstoppable. Train your inner voice to speak with certainty. Transform fear into alertness, anger into fuel, pain into wisdom. When storms rage around you, the unshakable mind remains calm, calculating, unbroken. This is why leaders, warriors, and kings first conquer their own minds before they conquer the world. Build that fortress within, and no enemy, no setback, no betrayal will ever bring you down. Comment these words below and etch them into your code. My mind is my fortress. Rule number 8. Forge the body into a weapon. Forge the body into a weapon. A sharp mind trapped in a weak body is like a king in chains, full of vision but powerless to act. To become the strongest version of yourself, your body must be disciplined, resilient, and ready. This is not about vanity. It is about survival, presence, and command. A strong body speaks before you utter a word. Your posture tells the world you are not to be trifled with. Your stride declares certainty. Your frame radiates strength. Train not for looks, but for power, endurance, and readiness. Let every rep, every drop of sweat, every sacrifice harden you into steel. The body is your armor, your engine, your weapon. And when it obeys your will, you gain unshakable confidence. Ancient warriors trained to dominate the battlefield, and so must you, because your battlefield is life itself. Do not compare yourself to others, only to yesterday's version of you. Grow sharper, faster, stronger, until your body mirrors the resilience of your spirit. Comment these words below and claim them as truth. My body is my weapon. Rule number 9. Master the art of legacy. Master the art of legacy. Strength, discipline, focus, resilience, consistency, solitude, energy, mind, and body all prepare you for greatness. But true power is measured by what remains after you are gone. Legacy is the shadow of your life that stretches beyond your years, the echo of your choices long after your voice is silent. Do not chase applause or temporary victories. They vanish. Build what endures. Plant seeds that grow when you're no longer here. Shape lives, forge standards, raise others through your strength and example. Legacy is not about being remembered by many. It is about being remembered deeply by those whose lives were transformed by your presence. Ask yourself daily, am I building something that will outlive me, or am I wasting my days on dust? The man who lives for legacy rises above triviality and aligns his life with the eternal. Comment these words below and make them your command. I build what outlives me. Rule number 10. Command time, command life. Command time, command life. Of all forces, time is the most ruthless. It cannot be paused, bargained with, or reclaimed once lost. Every second that slips away either builds you or buries you. Weak men act as if time is infinite, scattering their hours on distraction and regret, while strong men treat time as sacred, wielding each day like a blade. To master time is to rise with intention, to cut away the meaningless, to guard your hours as fiercely as your life. Time is not money. Time is life. Lose money, you can earn it again. Lose time, it is gone forever. The man who commands time multiplies his strength across years until his presence is undeniable, his progress inevitable. Commanding time is not rigid routine. It is ruthless alignment with your purpose. Ask yourself before every action, does this serve the man I seek to become? If not, cut it away. Comment these words below and let them define your path. I command my time. I command my life. Rule number 11. Surround yourself with strength. Surround yourself with strength. No man rises alone forever. Solitude forges clarity, but your environment will either sharpen you into steel or rot you into weakness. You are the sum of the men you stand beside. Sit with the lazy, and mediocrity will infect you. Walk with the disciplined, and their fire will pull you upward. Weak men waste their hours in gossip, distraction, and excuses. Strong men fuel each other with ambition, challenge, and demand. Your circle is not entertainment, it is influence. Every conversation, every interaction is either feeding your empire or draining it. Be ruthless with who you allow near your vision. Seek mentors who have walked further, brothers who refuse weakness, allies who sharpen your edge. Iron sharpens iron, and fire is kept alive by fire. And just as you seek strength, you must become strength. Be the standard others measure against, the presence that raises the room. Comment these words below and make them your oath. I walk with strength. I rise with strength. Rule number 12. Become untouchable. Become untouchable. This is where every rule converges. Discipline, focus, resilience, consistency, solitude, energy, mind, body, time, legacy, and brotherhood. They are not fragments. They are pieces of a single truth, that the strongest version of yourself is never gifted, it is forged. To be untouchable does not mean you avoid struggle. It means struggle cannot break you. To be untouchable does not mean you escape pain. It means pain cannot define you. To be untouchable does not mean the world bends for you. It means you bend yourself until you are immovable, inevitable, sovereign. Untouchable is the man who commands himself so completely that no rejection, no betrayal, no enemy can shake him. He competes only with yesterday's reflection, rising sharper, harder, freer each day. This is the state Machiavelli understood, the state of the man who bends fate by bending himself. Comment these words below and etch them into your creed. I am untouchable. You have now heard Machiavelli's 12 ruthless rules, and if you carry them, you will never live as a victim again. Remember the thesis: no one saves you, you save yourself. The world will not bend for the kind, it bends for the unbreakable. You have sworn discipline, focus, resilience, consistency, solitude, energy, an unshakable mind, a forged body, a lasting legacy, the command of time, the strength of your circle, and finally, the untouchable state. This is not theory, this is your creed. Repeat it and write it below. I am untouchable. Let it echo until it becomes your identity. And now I give you this command. Like this video if these words strike truth in you. Subscribe to Psyvoria and share this with those who must hear it, because the age of weakness is over. The ruthless path has begun. Welcome to Psyvoria, the place where men are remade into power.